Alright, just going to show you how to tie an FG knot. An FG knot is now the only knot that I use when tying braid to a fluorocarbon or braid to mono. I used to tie PR knots and slim beauties and pretty much a different knot for a different situation, and then I learnt the FG knot, and it is flawless. It can be used in every situation. You can run it from light line to heavy line, so in my mind it's the one to use. Alright, if you're right-handed, then you want your mono or your fluorocarbon in your left hand, and your braid coming from the right side. Simply drop the braid over top of your trace line, like so, and then just pinch there to hold it all together. Tag end away from you, main line towards you. Starting with the tag end, you're going to roll under and over the trace line. Then the main line under and over the trace line. And you're going to do that 4 times each side, or 8 all up for the first part of the knot. Like so. At that point I just usually like to slide it down the trace a bit so I've got a bit more trace to play with. Now it's very important when you pull on this to tighten it up that you pull the same way that you would fight a fish. These loops going around and around the line, they all have to lay beside each other. They can't overlap and cross up, or you're just creating a weak point on your knot and you'll get a lot less strength than your line weight is. So you just hold this end of the knot and then pull the way that you'd lay the line up, and it should all lay side by side as it comes in, like so, and then just back up on itself. So you've got a nice little short, all the lines are packed together. Pinch it, tag end away from you, main line towards you, starting with the tag end, under, over, main line, under, over, 2, 3, 4. So like that, so it's 4 again each side, or 8 all up. Same thing, the first time we pull on it, we're going to pull the way that we'd pull on the knot if we were fighting a fish. And then we're just going to work it down, keeping all the slack out of the knot. Pinch again, and repeat that process one more time. Tag end away from your main line towards you, under, over, under, over, under, over. And then one last time we're going to work it all down. Nice and easy. Like so. Pinching again. Tag end away from you, main line towards you. And we're now going to lay the tag end, your trace line and your main line together as one like that. And then we've got your tag end away from you. And we're going to put 2 half hitches over both the main line and the trace line.
It's the type of words that you can feel. It's beautiful.
Don't worry about pulling too hard up on your half hitches. All the strength is down in this half of the knot here on the back half. That's the one that does all the work. So 2 half hitches. Then we're going to separate the main line and the trace line. And we're going to put 2 more half hitches just over the braid. One. 2. We're going to do 1 more half hitch, but we're going to spin the line 2 or 3 times around the braid. It's just creating a locking knot, stopping the whole thing coming undone. Just give that one a bit of a wiggle so it goes up tight. Now here, you don't want to go cutting your trace off hard up against your knot just yet. We want to pull on the knot the same way you'd be fighting a fish, and you'll just see that there'll be a little bit of stretch down this end of the knot. Just take all the slack out of the knot. Like so. And once you've got all that stretch out, don't be afraid to cut that trace line hard up against the knot. The closer you cut it in there, the less drama you're going to have with it running through the eyes of on your rod. Just always leave a little wee always like to leave just a little wee bit of tagging. And that's it. FG knot, pass through your guides perfect. It's bulletproof and it works on all line weights. Use it for soft baiting, for stick baiting, I'd even chase marlin with that knot. Works in every situation from light line to heavy line.